Empire of the Black Angel by Bob Swan. I dedicate this novel, this journal of my travels, through the tunnels of Set, across the abyss and desert of the mind, to one person alone. She was the inspiration for the writing of this volume of work. She is and always has been my guiding light, especially in the darkest of times when I feared so much that I would lose my mind or worse, feel the need to end my pain and suffering. Somehow I found the strength and the courage to fight on, though to what end I knew not, as I had nothing to work for, or toward. My great love had gone, our relationship ended by events not of our making. Even before I was born, I could not have possibly known of the torrent of events that would come down upon me, as though predestined to walk this path, to learn the lessons, to endure, to grow and recant as a proof of one single most powerful thing that I have believed in. There are powerful underlying and destructive influences behind this story that have remained with me my entire life. It has resulted in eventual answers and realization. I have faced the void. I have answered the Sphinx, that silent sentinel, and I am passing through to transcend and evolve simply because of one person and one thing I kept close to my heart always and forever. She once said to me, "I think you're in love with the idea of being in love." I do not think that was quite the case. I simply understood the importance of such an emotion as love. It is a powerful one, and one that has the power to grant life and happiness, or a living hell and death. You took my heart and I gave you my soul so many years ago. I love you just as much today as I did then, but I have grown with the years and learned. The lesson is love, pure and simple. I thank you for the love, kindness, and affection that we shared. They are the most precious moments of my life. These are just words. So how about a novel inspired by you, out of my love for you, to demonstrate how a young man who fell in love found himself lost and alone and in hell, of how he faced his inner turmoil, his greatest fears, and rose above to transcend and survive the abyss. Of course, this is just a story, but it is the hell I carried inside me and lived the pain of every single day. Patricia, this is my tale, my spiritual and mental trials, with just one star in sight, the light that led me to you 30 years later. Now I humble myself before you and make this presentation for your consideration. That journey has come to a juncture, the light is before me again, and once again I have hope. I feel so blessed by your coming back into my life. My life is about to change yet again and again. It's all because of you. With the deepest of gratitude, with the greatest proof of unconditional love I could create, thank you for saving my life. You are and always have been my soulmate, my savior, my one true love. I look forward to an eternity with you. Chapter 1. The Age of Discontent. Rain-soaked and tired, traffic that passed me by threw up the sound of hissing wet black tarmac, the serpent's hiss. Quickly those sounds came back, louder, tread marks writhing in the depth and blackness of the abyss. I looked from the roadside up at the face of the converted fire station that was now a hotel. There was something sinister about it, lurking, hiding in the shadows, waiting. The constant roar of traffic from a nearby flyover caused me to look at the illuminated sign that directed traffic north and south along the Rochester Way. Beyond it, up in the murk and grey of the hanging clouds, aerials swarmed, stirring up the tempest, unleashing yet more rain. I checked myself into the hotel, signing the book as Lux Augustina, my adopted name, my magical name. The fat man behind the desk, a coarse and unshaven person with greasy, unkempt, dark brown hair, struggled with great effort to break away from his TV guide and tend to my needs. I thought his world must have revolved around beer, pies, and copious amounts of porn. I paid him for the week and took the key without a word, and then climbed the steps up to my room. It wasn't great, but it would have to do. I placed my bag on the bed, took off my leather raincoat and casually threw it over a chair at the table by the window. Looking out across the Thames, I could see the lit-up glass towers at Canary Wharf, while heavy clouds swirled about the apex of the pyramid of the highest tower. A thought struck me and I turned back to the hold-all and sorted through its pockets. I pulled out a handful of email printouts and sat and pondered through them for a while to formulate my plans for the future. There was an email that my friend Yix had sent. Great kid, smart kid, damaged kid. As I put the emails to one side, I looked around the room and took stock of the walls, which were yellow with white speckles, painted over red brick. It could have been far worse. It might have been magnolia. I stripped off and took a shower. The pipes rattled and the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?